All right, Six Flags Great Adventure, our fourth park of the year. But you know what? We still have only ridden one roller coaster. I think that's about to change today. All right, so welcome to our park day video. And what is the Art Park Day? So what we decided to do is this year we're going to try to get to 125 roller coasters, but we also want to let you know what we're doing when we visit the parks. So the best way to do that is the Art Park Day video. So today we're going to go through not just what we do the entire day and everything on that end there, but we're also going to be doing our coaster count. So currently we're only at one coaster for the year over at iPlay America, but if you know anything about Great Adventure, they have a lot of roller coasters, so much so that they actually call it the Roller Coaster Cafe right here. So with that being said, we're going to be counting down all the coasters we ride today there, trying to get to 125. And the first thing we did was we actually headed over to the Emporium, and you see this nice little band? So apparently they're doing a promotion which is twice the rides. So we can actually not just ride the rides, we can also jump in the line a few times to enjoy them. And I always love this. Right in front here, you got Wile E. Coyote and Porky Pig, who, let's be honest, in the wild, they pretty much would not be friends. But because we're over here at Great Adventure, everybody's friends here. So now I already got that front of the line pass, the twice the ride pass. So now I'm going to head over here to the Flash Pass area because I'm supposed to be able to also get 2 skip the line passes, which I will use for Jersey Devil and El Toro, because I want El Toro to be pretty much my second coaster of the year. Now we are also pretty much doing a revisited, so we're going to be going over all the new stuff here. So if you saw some stuff here and just want to not really care about our coaster count stuff, make sure you check out our revisited for Six Flags Great Adventure. We'll be filming that today too. So we're going to be filming 2 different things. So throughout the day we're going to be doing a lot of cross promoting and stuff like that. So sit back and relax. Here we go. Okay, so I already got the twice the ride, but I also got 4 skip the line passes for today. I thought I was only supposed to get 2, but I'm not going to complain here. But they actually have a pretty good system now. You come over here and you go, instead of going into the queue of the Flash line, you actually go right over here and you hit that QR code and type in your stuff. Make sure you know your password and make sure you have your pass because I had to scan it. And from there you can go and do the skip the line. So with that being said, I probably have to ride that sometime today, but I'm going to head over towards El Toro. Pretty much if I'm going to do a ride today, it's got to be El Toro. El Toro's got to be it's technically not the first coaster of the year, but for me, in my heart, it's going to be the first coaster of the year. I did not get a chance to ride it last year, which was very disappointing, mainly because of the fact that it was down when I was here last year because I came early in the season, and then I just never got back out this way. So I'm going to head out that way, and let's make El Toro good old number 2 for the year. So we just got off of El Toro, and we're on the new path right now, which connects El Toro to Kingda Ka, which was a great addition. But we just got off El Toro. It is our second coaster of the year, and this is our first time riding it since it reopened last year. And I don't know if it was because it's July or what, but it really was not kicking the way it used to kick. So is it a good ride? Yeah, it's still a great ride. Is it the best ride in the park? Right now, I'm not 100% sure. I'm going to be riding a couple more coasters, and hopefully we'll be able to find out. Is it a top 10 ride? I don't know about that either. It might just because it is about 50 degrees. It just opened up there, but it just seems like it didn't kick the way it used to. So have you ridden El Toro so far this year? Let us know. Have you noticed a change, or is it just me expecting something that it was and it might never be again? So definitely let us know. All right, so even though they did take care of one area that's a dead end, right here they have this all blocked off here, but our third coaster of the year, our second one today, was Medusa. Now I did get 2 rides on El Toro, but if you know anything about me, I get motion sickness, so even though I had the relief band going, one on Medusa is enough. So they usually open this a little bit later than most other times here, but it's kind of neat because it looks like they got the mine train on the track there. And this is probably one of the few coasters that I kind of wish they would actually utilize that space for something else, because it's just, I don't know what your thoughts are about this one, but for me, this has never been a really great coaster here. But over here, March 30th, so next time I'm here, I'm going to be here in the beginning of April to do some more videos. That's going to be all open up there. So, but it's an island today, but you know what, Medusa is always worth the walk, and it's always good to get a ride on that, since it was the original B&M floorless coaster. And you gotta admit, man, they really do take care of this thing here. Last year they renamed it from Bizarro back to its original name, Medusa, and they gave it a whole new paint scheme. So pretty much, you know, our third coaster is Medusa. All right, so we're back through this way here, and they have some Fright Fest stuff. So now we've gone through that El Toro path here, but you can still get directly to Kingda Ka by going across the wild walkway there with the animals. But when you come here in the fall, they tend to close off some areas here. Now check out, they already advertised the Fright Fest. But right now, right by the roller coaster coffee, which is Starbucks, people, don't let it fool you. But pretty much when you go around here by the Bucksbury National Park, the Frontier Adventure section is completely closed off in this direction too, which is why you actually have to cut across a totally different direction to get to the Medusa. But they do have Medusa open. But here you don't have the log flume, you don't have the Best of the West food, which is kind of my favorite place to eat actually when I'm at this park. So I'm a little bummed about that. I gotta figure out where I want to eat today. And then of course the mine train there. But here comes El Toro coming by. But this is definitely nothing really new here, except for those paths and the roller coaster cafe. But you know what, sometimes I just like looking at El Toro, and you know what, I don't think you can blame me on that. So we're continuing our park day. We just got done with Medusa. We did some extra filming there, showing, you know, we had to revisit it at Six Flags Great Adventure. So I figured we're going to wander over here real quick here to see what's open. Yet again, it is a Sunday, it is the opening weekend here, but now with the Dreamwalk path going that way, you don't actually have to cut across what you used to over this way. But they got the Garden State burgers. Everything still looks pretty painted. I just want to see how far up I can go and see what we can get to. But one thing about Six Flags parks that makes things very difficult is the fact that you got so much music. And unlike a lot of other parks where you have music all the time, Six Flags really wants this to be in your face. So here's more boardwalk stuff here. This is pretty much the game section, and this year we're going to be doing a Let's Play where we go through everything. But I am a little curious. So pretty much you can go to the slingshot and you can go to the Twister, which there's some people on the Twix ride. Twister, I guess it is. I am kind of surprised that the Six Flags parachute is still up there, because that's been done. But they still have the path here that takes you to Golden Kingdom. So even though they did adjust that path, they definitely changed that up. But yeah, so pretty much right now, this whole area is pretty much closed down there. So you can't get to Superman, you can't get to Green Lantern, but you still get the slingshot, you can still get to a basketball game, and of course Twister. So we're about halfway done with this video here of our day at Six Flags Great Adventure there, as we're riding different roller coasters, trying to get to 125, and of course enjoying the beauty of El Toro, the bull here. But if you got this far in the video, that means you kind of like what we do. So make sure that you like and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like this video, as people know that you kind of like our content. And by subscribing, we are hitting 60 parks this year. This is only park number 4, so we got a long way to go, and you don't want to miss a thing. So by subscribing to the channel, basically it's going to let you know when we're hitting other parks here, and you know, kind of helps us out too with the algorithm. So once again, definitely make sure you like and subscribe. But without further ado, let's get back to beautiful, scenic Six Flags Great Adventure and our park day. Have you ever had an epiphany where you realize, you know, I want to get to 125 roller coasters this year, but I really don't need to ride everything, especially when you have a ride like Joker here, right on the waterfront there. Now, don't get me wrong, if it's the end of the year and I need to pick up a credit, maybe I'll jump in line for a Joker. But I rode it already. I'm not a huge fan of these 4D spinners, so you know what? I really don't need to do it. In a second, you're going to find out exactly why I don't need to do it. Because remember, I do get motion sickness. Not going to lie, Medusa hit me pretty good today. But that one at least is fun. To me, this is not as much fun as you would think. So why would I put myself through that again when I already have the coaster credit? Well, you know what? I really don't think I need to. So there's going to be a couple rides here that I'm probably going to skip. So the 125 might be 125 decent roller coasters, not just roller coasters to fill there. So I'm looking at you too, Harley. You might not make the cut. All right, if you want to grab a quick bite to eat, a lot of the snack bars were actually closed today there. So I actually went to the ale house there, grabbed the pretzel and grabbed the rum bucket. They actually had 2 different flavors to choose from. I went with the shipwrecked, the dark rum, because I like that spice rum, but that was a good place to grab a food there. So we're back here in the middle of the park here. And yeah, a lot of the food booths are kind of closed. That Dippin' Dots was closed today. Villain Snacks looks like it's kind of out. So now we're going to head out to the other part of the park here. The pirate section, for lack of a better word there. I might actually jump on Skull Island. Not sure yet, but it might be something that I want to do because it is actually one of my favorite dark rides there. But also want to head over here towards the middle because it is the 50th anniversary of this park. And one of the original rides, of course, was the giant Ferris wheel. Now, it looks like they're refurbing it for the 50th. Let me make that a little bit darker there so you can see it. There you go, there. It's basically a giant white wheel in the middle of the park. Very hard to see on the video, but in my own eyes, I can see it pretty good. Let's try that. Yeah, no, there you go. But so this is the original Ferris wheel. So it looks like they're refurbing a lot of the original rides, like the log flume's getting some new stuff done to it too, because that was an original ride 50 years ago. But so that's something new right now is Ferris wheel's down, but it's down not permanently, just getting refurbed. The Jersey Devil coaster. So you know we had to head out to this side here, which is it was one of a kind. Now it's one of a kind on the East Coast. Single rail. It's a very large, long, drawn out footprint here. But this is our 4th coaster here, so we made sure that we wanted to make sure that we got this coaster today. So Fast Pass worked out really well for me, considering that it was 1 train operations today, which is very rare. This is because there's only 1 person per seat. It usually has 4 trains, so you always tell us RMC about how loud it is there. But so these 4 people in the line, because it is also a double ride day, so I did get 2 rides because I got the back seat. I wasn't going to do 2 rides, but I got the back seat. I might as well go through twice, especially when you wait 40 minutes with the Fast Pass. But this is a great coaster. I'm glad that this one made our 4th one here. It was a little clankier than usual, but you know, it is early in the season. There he goes. There's that stall. That's probably my favorite element on this thing here. But had to make sure I did Jersey Devil. Got 2 rides on Jersey Devil, 1 on Medusa, and 2 on El Toro so far. And with that being said, you know where I got to go next, right? Right there, that beautiful yellow coaster there, Nitro. Still, even though it's one of the original B&M hyper coasters, it is still one of the best. Now, coming through this section here, there's not much really open. I've been to this park a few times in the last year or so, and I have yet to actually enjoy the Jersey Devil barbecue. So it might just be a midsummer thing. Now that yellow one I may or may not ride today, that is Batman going up the lift right there. I always think it's funny how you actually have 2 coasters that are pretty much there. But yep, so next thing for me to do is going to be get on Nitro. So we'll let you know how that's running when we get off it. So I just finished Nitro, and not much open in this section here, but also not much new except for the Congo Rapids changing up. So this orange guy here is, yellow guy here is not Nitro, it's actually Batman. I don't know if we're actually going to do Batman. So next thing I'm looking to do is heading over to the, for lack of a better word, the DC Universe World. Always curious to see what's there. Might be some new stuff there, but really the only other thing that I found out is that this section here, the Junior Thrill Seekers, actually they have a new sign, which actually makes sense, but if you don't have that roller coaster credit, it might be disappointing. The new sign here says this area is for our guests, 54 inches and under, and their families. So really, unless you have kids, you're not going to be able to get this Jersey Devil coaster anymore. You can't just jump on there as an adult, you need to actually have a kid. So that's something a little bit different, but we're going to keep on moving on and going from there. So we wandered out here. There's not much really new around here with the Gotham City area, but I always feel like I need to come out this way just to see for myself what's going on. It looks like the quesadilla place is open, and of course you got Wonder Woman there flying through the background. I know a lot of people love those. I'm just not one of those people. And I did notice they do have a lot of these giant park maps now, so that's always kind of interesting. But really, I don't think there's anything back here I'm going to ride. I think it really kind of closes out here by Wonder Woman, but I'm going to walk all the way over here anyway just to check out some stuff with the Flash. Yeah, there's a lot of closed things today. So food-wise, I really only had a pretzel so far today, so I'm hoping to find something a little bit more satisfying. And there is The Dark Knight. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that. Right now, my coaster count's at 5, but I got to ride everything twice except for Medusa, mainly because Medusa kind of knocks me on my butt, so I wasn't going to do much with that. Still kind of curious to see what they're going to do with the Ally Chemical. But I'm going to walk over here because this is our park day, talking about the roller coasters and everything we did, but we're also doing, and it should be out already, which is our Revisited series, which is the 3rd year with our explorers. So definitely make sure you check that out. That's going to tell you everything that's new going on with the park. And pretty much that's about it. Yeah, so it looks like it's walled off over by Cyborg. So we're going to cut this video part right now, and we're going to go find something to eat after this. So originally I was going to stop riding coasters at number 5 with Nitro. However, I walked over here. I still had one more front of the line pass. And if you know anything about me, I get dizzy. But you know what? I decided I was going to try Batman the Ride. Now the reason for this is because I have this relief band right there, and it works out. Yeah, it's been working pretty good. But this is like a 500 level class. This is one of the coasters that has knocked me out and my family. So the fact that I was able to get on Batman the Ride and actually walk away and be able to survive is fantastic. So you know what? I might try another coaster. Not sure if I will or not. Sometimes you don't want to test it, but all in all, very happy that I was able to get Batman the Ride with its beautiful yellow track there as one of our coasters for the 125 Roller Coaster Challenge this year. So there you go. That was our park day here at Six Flags Great Adventure. Now, we were able to get on 5 different coasters. One of them I did not expect to get on, but there was a couple that were closed too. So we probably would have gone on 2 more, Skull Mountain and probably also the Mine Train if they weren't closed. But we do have some credits here sitting here, so when we come back, we can definitely do that. So we got on 5 coasters. We basically went all over the park. We only actually ate a pretzel, so that was a little bit discouraging there. Some of the food areas were pretty much closed. The big guys, like right there's Grandma's Chicken, and the Yum Yum was open, but I really wasn't in the mood for either one of those. And the meal place I usually go to, either Chopsticks or the Best of the West, was both closed. So I wasn't able to go to either one of those 2. But with that being said, it was a great day at Great Adventure. If you're looking at our coaster count, we're currently at 6 for this year on our 4th park, and we have a lot more going on there. So if you like our videos, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. It's a simple click for you, but it means a lot for us. And make sure you like this video. That shares it with a lot more people. So once again, we're at 6 roller coasters, and we're on our way to 125. So make sure you subscribe so you can see us ride to 125.